What is going on, everybody? How is it going? Welcome, welcome. I think we can start going and start talking about the build today. So here is the parts list for today's build. Here's what we're actually building. We're building an AMD Ryzen 9 7950X. For the motherboard, we're using the Asus RG Crosshair X670E Hero. For the motherboard, we're using the NVIDIA RTX 4090 Founders Edition. For the SSD, we're using two 2TB Kingston Fury Renegade NVMe SSDs. For RAM, we have Kingston Fury 32 gigs at 6,000 mega transfer. The case is the Azza Sanctum. For the cooler, we're using the EK Quantum Power Kit P360 series. It's basically a whole all-in-one kit for basically doing custom water cooling. And then we're using the Cooler Master MWE Gold V2 1050 watt power supply. What we're actually going to do first is we're going to get this beautiful case prepped, and then we'll start putting our build and stuff together. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start stripping this down. Okay guys, so we got the outside done. This is where we're going to be putting it. The way they do their cabling is they have these little like rails for everything. So this is like how you get all your cables and manage them so we don't see them sticking out everywhere. Okay, so we got everything there. Now we're just gonna pull this back here, which is where we have our extra parts. Here on the side, you'll see I have this screw right here. That's so I can remove the channel here so I can actually get out the cabling for these fans. See, now we have our fans unplugged here. Okay, so there's our two side back fans. So let's grab our D30s. We want reversed. So these are going to be our first fans. Okay, there we go. Our fan is ready for that. So I'm going to do here. Okay, so first set of cables done. Now what we got to do, guys, is we're going to create our new combination, which is one of the things I really love about these cables, is we're going to create a new combination with an intake and an exhaust fan right next to each other. So that's what we're going to do now. So this is a regular fan, and this is an intake. So this will be exhaust and intake, but they will look the same. Okay, guys, so we have our one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we are going to mount this fan right here. Now remember, these are two different fans in different orientations. There we go. So now we have our fans in. So now we can actually do our motherboard, but I think this is gonna look good. And we have really good airflow. Remember, intake, exhaust. Okay, our X670 Crosshair Hero. Okay, here we go, guys. Ryzen 9 7950X. Boom, okay. A little bit of a pop on that one. There we go, 4 terabytes of storage in here. 96, isn't that what we said? 96, okay, here we go, guys, first one. 97.1 crushed. No, 94.7, 97.1 though, so there we go. Okay, so let's grab our quantum power kit. Welcome to the world of water cooling. When you're like, oh, look at all that stuff in the box. Is it all jam-packed? Yep, it's jam-packed. Now it says put on our Noctua. We're gonna use Noctua, our NTH1. Okay, so that is on now. So now at this point in time, next step is probably just getting our radiator and stuff put together, and then we'll just work on the loop. Grab our build. Okay, so there is our build. So we can actually start doing stuff like taking our fan here. Okay guys, that's the build thus far. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and run my cable extensions, and let's get because we're gonna be using two different PSUs. Okay guys, finally got it. Okay, we're gonna see what looks best here. Okay, next up, 4090 Founders Edition. There we go. Okay, so that's how it kind of looks so far, guys. It looks like that. And then even if you did the front view, like if you wanted to do like this, we still have a really nice, clean view even that way, depending. So I think the case is actually meant to kind of sit like this, like that is the front. So you even have a really good view. And again, you'll have the radiator up here and all that sort of stuff. Okay, let's get our PSU in. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's like, you're gonna have to like twist. Okay, it's not so bad actually. You just had to be a little bit thoughtful about putting it in. Okay, there we go, guys. All of our cables are in. Now I just gotta plug the last bits in. Okay, so we have everything out that we need for the pump and everything. Guys, the entire build, if I turned it on, it would actually turn on at this point in time. So let's grab our radiator. Okay, let's grab our fans. Now in here, this is our pump bracket for a 120. This is almost a double thick radiator. I do have enough to get the, if I wanted to screw this in, I could. Oops. Obviously I want to do the other direction here like this. Well, let's see how thick the fan is and see if that works just real quick. Yep, this would fit. Now we can build out our fans. Now what we need, ladies and gentlemen, is to mount our pump onto this. There's our pump. Okay. We're gonna try very hard to run this down and through. Okay, so what I'm working on here, guys, so I'm gonna run all of my cables down here. Okay, there we go. And then now, okay, guys. Okay, we finally got all the screws in, the cables in. So again, we could go from radiator into this out into intake up into here, and that would be fine. So it's just a short run. We're just finishing up our connection, so all we have left is to fill the loop and all that sort of stuff. Okay. So our loop is gonna be, so it's in kind of a weird spot. So let's run our first tube, guys. I'm trying to think, like I want it to be cool looking, so I think doing like that, right? It's like you want some, like you want a little bit of show here, so there we go. There we go. Okay, boys and girls, that is it. Okay, loop is done. Now comes the fun part. I'm gonna fill this with 900 milliliters of water, and then we will put in the cryo fuel. All right, there we go. Now we got cryo fuel, and we're gonna go red dye. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill our tank. Okay, thanks for this very thin nozzle. Okay, guys, and we can add more liquid once we get this going. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's grab our secondary PSU here. Okay, grab power. Okay, here we go. Okay, everything looks okay so far. Okay, we're gonna fill more. Okay, here we go, guys. Next round. That looks like we're good. Okay, there we go, guys. Build is running. Wow, this pump is cool. Now we do have air, like in some places, so I could like getting some air out of it, but I'm gonna let it run for a couple minutes, right? So just to make sure there's no issues. Now let's test it the other way. I don't see any leaks anywhere from anything crazy. I don't see any leaks. It looks good with everything, right? Like when it's all lit up, it'll obviously look really good too. Let's get the case back together. Here it goes. The moment of truth. 5 hours of work down to this moment. Here we go, guys. I see power. And I see power. Snap. There it is. There is the build. And there it is, guys. All red. Looking good. Wow, that looks so good. That looks so good. Look at that. Boom, there you go. Now I'll get you guys the best angle because you can see it. Like, this is definitely the best angle, like this. There you go. So we got everything all set up real quick. Let's just see how our temps are. Again, this is going to try very hard to run as warm. The way the chip loves to run is it says, how much headroom I'm gonna run as hot as I can to give it the most power, which is why you see it jumping up in the charts. Temps are great. Yeah, this is good temps. These are good temps. Okay, well, let's just take a look at some games real quick. I mean, obviously this is fine. Let's check out Steam real quick. Let's start with Starfield. So this is 4K max settings. Now we should see DLSS soon, which will actually be pretty good. There we go. Let's check out a planet real quick. There we are, 4K on a planet. So there you go. There is Starfield, a bunch of different zones. You can see how Starfield runs. Okay, let's check out Cyberpunk. Let's put it on Ray Tracing Ultra Overdrive. Let's turn on frame generation. So here you go. This is 4K ray reconstruction, ray tracing with path tracing and ray reconstruction. This is like basically high-end, everything you could absolutely want set in there. So there you go. This is just 4K ultra ray tracing. So anyway, there's Cyberpunk. Okay, let's check out this last game. I haven't played this game, just came out, or is coming out soon. Okay, let's do the 4K, unlimited FPS. And this game is like really good looking. It's like really pretty. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's show. I hope you guys had fun. There is the build. All finished and ready to go. So appreciate you guys sticking out. We completely water cooled a build from beginning to end with the EK Quantum Power Kit P360. So we did it from beginning to end. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of just trials and tribulations as we figured it out, but there it is. And so that's the build. But outside of that, I'm tired. We will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.